Good to see you all. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully everyone is, I don't know, as cold as I am. It is freezing here in New York. I was in the city yesterday, and, I don't know what happened, but, like, we had some really nice weather. We were, like, in this high 60s, 70s. All of a sudden, we had this big rainstorm came from nowhere, and then all of a sudden, it just dropped, like, 30 degrees, like that. And then I was out at my friend's restaurant yesterday. Finally had a nice little steak dinner at a nice steakhouse. And, they had a nice little outdoor dining. We couldn't even appreciate it, but it was so damn cold. Taz, it's snowing in Denver. My God. Hopefully we won't have a cold summer. I remember we had one like 3 years ago. But anyway, there's no warmer place than being in your lovely home, sitting here and trading with us. And just happy to see you all here and joining us every morning here at Cyber Trading University. So anyway, let's go through some of the stocks that are moving this morning. There's been a lot of action. We got a really nice rally yesterday, actually. And I actually jumped into a couple of nice little swing trades. I was in cash, but then I saw some things starting to make some moves and make some pops. So I did move into move on my swing trades on certain stocks. Did really well yesterday on some day trades. Also, made back what I lost. I still didn't make back what I lost on. Damn, I didn't want to look at that day. I hate putting it on my calendar, too. Always reminds me how much you screw up, right? But WBT treat me pretty well yesterday, thank God. And for some of you here in the Cyber Group room, I mean, me and Josh were just going at it in the way of like, oh, my God, look at these iceberg orders. Bam, bam, they were getting filled. I mean, was that buyout or something like that? Let me bring up the stock because here I'm chatting away. And let me just bring it up. What we got here? It was, what was it? WPT? WBT. There we go. The stock right here. It was just an animal, this stock right here. Right here was the big winner right there. And, I kind of like that stock. I mean, I was watching as it was going through the course of the day, but stock had a really, really nice push. I was done. I got out right around, I think it was right around here. I bought it right around 950. Yeah, I got out right around 21. I got out, and I was happy. You know what I mean? That was a nice little move right there on that stock. And what was nice about it is I did average up. It started getting pretty nasty though. But I know the rumor was a buyout, and I don't know. We didn't come out with the buyout number or something like that. So anyway, it was nice during the day. You could see it had a nice little trend. You could have waited all the way till about 3 o'clock. You could see it right here. About 2:30, you could have probably got in around 22. And, it did run up to about 22.50. Not bad for a day's pace. So that one did pretty good. There was a couple of better ones in the afternoon, but we're going to talk about that too. But that stock obviously did help me out a lot yesterday. But the big block iceberg orders, we saw 20, 50,000, 30,000. Guy kept pushing it down. He started getting executed. It just was really, really cool to see that. Because remember, the main reason what separates us from most people out there is that here at Cyber Trading University, the way I was trained, the way our traders train, and you guys know this being in the Cyber Group room, some of you here on YouTube probably don't know that, is that you have to just follow the money. You really do, and that kind of explains it. You want to use some indicator that looks pretty with beautiful colors and everything. Go knock yourself out with that. Let me know how it works for you. And the only way you know if it's working for you is that you should be doing pretty damn well consistently. But if not, I think it's just easy just following the orders. So anyway, let's talk about a couple of stocks that we did traded that did move yesterday. It did pretty well. So we got that WPT that moved pretty well. Another one that moved pretty well too was the Sklz. Now this stock is moving again. Nice little mover. You can see it was a $45 stock. The stock got destroyed, was down to $12. It's one of the first days up. So this is how you follow and know if it's a good swing trade, a day trade, because that's how you become a good swing trade, and that's how you become a better options trader. I don't know why people do the opposite. They try options, and then they do swing trading, and then they say, oh, maybe I'll try day trading. You're doing it backwards. I say this all the time to everyone. I just want to give you a little tip of the day. How do you know what option to trade if you don't even know what the stock is doing, right? Just because it's a sexy leverage call. It doesn't work that way. Got to follow the money. But anyway, stock's doing pretty well. You guys know this by watching it. And it was in the morning watch list in pre-market. What do we have in the pre-market? I got this. Hold on. I'm going to move this out of my way. I got my We got right here. This was actually a pre-market watch list. Let me put it in here again. We had that one, and I think we put it in here. We put it in the cyber group. No, there it is. So we had those stocks that move, and actually, shockingly, all of them actually moved pretty nicely right there. So you could see this stock when I zoom in. We're looking at yesterday's move, but you could see it. Look at that nice little pop right there from 19 to 1950. And if you were here earlier when you were supposed to be at 9 o'clock, you should have been at 1850. So that one's doing pretty well right there. Another couple of stocks also that did pretty well yesterday was MVAS. And guess what? She's moving again. So she's actually going back on the watch list. MVIS. I'll put that over here. But you could see that stock was another nice little mover yesterday. Nice price range, $14 stock. It was $10 stock hit. I mean, this is how you become a very good swing trader. The stock right here had major support levels here, and you could see it consistently hit, and finally went up. So now you can see how you're getting a nice little move. And this is how you become a very good, once again, swing trader, because you would have noticed it closing at the highs of the day, had a nice push, and that stock obviously worked out pretty well. Another stock that did pretty well too yesterday was BNGO. Now, we've been trading BNGO. We've done very well with BNGO. You can see here on the swing trade, going back on this one, the stock was just hovering right around 49 cents. This is crazy, right? A 49-cent stock goes to $15. So anyway, we were trading that stock going into December. Thing just kept going up. I got a little nervous trading this thing because when we see these things go up as fast as they do, they usually come crashing down. I mean, where do you find a 50-cent stock, go all the way to $6 up to $15? And you know what? It's not a penny stock too. This is a NASDAQ National. But anyway, the stock obviously yesterday did really, really well. If you look over here, had a nice push around 930. The stock ran from 550 all the way to 570. It kind of dwindled, nice and nice. And then I don't know what happened here in the after hours, but this is how you basically, trickle into a nice swing trade, because you had to close it at the highs. And you know what? If you did jump in, you did pretty well on that one too. Another stock that worked pretty well is CAN. CAN got really hammered. Another stock you could see here had a big, big run up from $4 all the way up to about 38, came crashing down. And it started building some really nice support levels here for several days. It didn't want to break this 12. And then all of a sudden, boom, look where it is right now. We're having a nice little push. The stock's up that almost hit 15 today. And you know what? That stock CAN is back on the watch list. All right. What else that we had that moved pretty well? I jumped back into DraftKings. DraftKings did the same thing. DraftKings did really well on it yesterday. So there was a lot of good stocks that did make some moves. What did I have over here? Did I have the other one up here? There was another one I forgot here. Hold on. I got to check my swing trading account. I want to throw in there. That was also pretty good. Just checking on my phone. Hold on. What do I got here? Yeah, okay. So the other stocks that did really well too was Nikola. Nikola did well. Nikola got crushed. I'm swing trading that one. I bought that one yesterday. That one's doing pretty well. This one is really cool too. This ACAC. Now, we were trading this 2 days ago, okay? I want to bring this back. I did it on a swing trade. I bought it over here. And does anybody know why this stock is going up? ACAC. Anybody know why? What the story is about this? Look at the name. We talked about it here when we were trading it on Monday. Biden announced, right, exactly, Greg. Biden actually went there to look at these buses, these school buses. They want to go all electric, okay? So, which was kind of weird because when he was there, it didn't really move. We had this little spike right here, but this is where I kind of bought it. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the stock, I was looking at it in this way on a swing trade. I was looking at this one. I'm like, you know what? The stock obviously has been holding here pretty strong at this support levels, and it really didn't break it. So I says, you know what? Maybe I'll jump in. And obviously, it's working out pretty damn well right now. But you can see how that thing out of nowhere just broke that high 15, and now look at it's at roughly 18. So that one doing pretty well on that one too. So these are things like I was telling you yesterday. You have to listen. You have two completely different governments that moved in, and not only that, but you also have a new government here in the United States that owns the White House, that owns Congress, and owns the Senate. So they technically could pass anything they want, which will make these things that much more easier to come to fruition for us to make money. If they have something that they are actually trying to pass in Congress, it's going to get passed, like it or not. So Republicans really have no shot of stopping other than just screaming and yelling. But if they want to pass something and they want all these buses to go electric, guess what? You got to follow the money, and that's why these things are moving the way they do. So that's what you have to look at, and that's what traders have to focus on. Like their policies, love their policies or hate their policies. At the end of the day, if you want to, and this is what you learn as a trader, you want to go out there and you want to trade against it. Let me know how that works out for you. You can't, you can't be a leader in trading. You got to be a follower, because unless you can move the market, it's not going to happen. So anyway, those are pretty good stocks that are obviously doing pretty well. There's a couple other ones I want to talk about. XL also is moving this morning. That one's moving pretty nicely. If you caught it early, around 8 o'clock. I was looking here on the big iceberg orders here on level 4. There was a couple of guys over here that were holding it, were bidding it up right around 960, 68. You could see it right there, and it kind of popped right here. I mean, I'm not really seeing any substantial iceberg orders. BNGO is another one. You could see it. This big guy right here just got executed. So right here at 650, stock right now went to 660. Not really a lot of action going on, but it's not terrible. CAN was actually really well, but there's a lot of people coming out there and selling it. You could see it. There was big iceberg orders right here around 1484. They held it. They kept testing it. These guys were not getting through it. They were not buying it to get to the next level. And boom, that's why it just dropped from 1480 all the way down to 1430. Another one that looks like they're really testing the waters here is on this Sklz. Now, this stock had a really nice move from 9 o'clock this morning. You can see it right there. I'll zoom out a little bit further. You could see, though, these guys were getting hit right here around $19. Stock went to $19.40. It looks like these 26,000 share and 10,000 share seller at 19 are getting tested. Somebody just popped their nose right now here at 1940 for about 11,000. That one's doing pretty well. Here's another one that's looking pretty good too. Looks like some guy came here and bid it up. Looks like he pulled his order. He's probably executing the offer right now on XL. T, another one. I don't know what happened with AT&T, but like AT&T never went anywhere, for crying out loud. And now all of a sudden things starting to move. So, I mean, I have friends of mine like, maybe I should get an AT&T after 3-4 years. And sure enough, finally, damn thing starts moving. But there are a couple of this stock is a little bit more advanced. Got to be careful. They do some shakes here. Trades a lot of volume. It's kind of hard to follow like some of the other stocks that we trade. And then you got this UNXM. So these are the stocks that we're looking at. We got CAN. You can see look at that intraday chart on NVIS. Like I said, on that NVIS. Oh, I don't even have it here on my level 4. NVIS. Let me put it on there and see what's going on. But you could see the stock is building a nice little Fausto flag right there. So that one looks pretty cool. And you can see how, like I said, how it had support levels right there at 10. Okay, so I got some orders here. It looks like I got, these guys got executed right here. Look at that, run around. Yeah, big orders got executed. So it looks like some buyers are coming in a little bit here. So that one looks pretty interesting. So it looks like it's going to probably, looks like it wants to break it. We got UXIN, T, XL, and we got them right here on the right. So anyway, make sure you follow us on Twitter, because we will post this on Twitter if you're watching us on, on YouTube and Facebook. And then obviously, we're going to post this in the trading room. So that pretty much does it. I mean, yesterday, I'm happy that I was able to chip away some of my losses from that stupid day on Tuesday, which is very rare. You know what happened? I just let things get to me, but that's okay, what it is. There's a couple of nice little stocks that are moving. Looks like we're getting a little bit more of a swing trade that probably going to start kicking in. We're getting some nice greens on the watch list and stuff like that. Listen, a lot of stocks took some big hits. The only bad thing about being a day trader is like you're like hot and cold. You know what I mean? You're never warm. You're like, oh, I'm definitely market's going to go one way, and then all of a sudden things start going, and then boom, they start trending the other way. So we got that. So anything I'm missing, I did not call out. Anyone see anything? Today's Earth Day. So maybe a lot of the Earth stocks might be moving. Anything else? I think we pretty much got them all. And guys, don't forget, today I did post a link, 12 o'clock today. Don't miss it. Open house here at Cybertrade University. If you want to know more about level 3, if you want to know about how we train our traders and our students and how we trade and do this every day as a career, don't miss out. The link's up there. Please click on it, register, and we'll see you there. And once again, if you are new, if you've been here at Cyber Trade University, it's always nice to come there, get your mind off it. You always learn something new. And most importantly, you could see what other people are saying and where you are. Makes you really appreciate to say, oh, wow, you know what? Because I'm like light years ahead. It just makes you feel better and more engaged and also something to look forward to while you're doing it. Just one little stock. I got one trader on here on YouTube says, could you check out this GRNQ? You know, I saw the stock early. It's up 10%, 2.2 million shares, but she hasn't done anything since 8 o'clock this morning. So as of right now, she's a scratch. Okay. That's what I basically would say on that one. You can see it even on the long-term chart. You know, unless you're doing it as a swing trade, but I don't really see that much going on out there. Ken, you made about 19 cents on that VXRT on the short. Listen, people neglect. They don't look shorting as, people get nervous like, oh, shorting. Do you think shorting is scary? Jesus, you got to try options. Basically, it's another option, and that's even more scary. Believe me, it's a lot easier to do that. Yeah, everyone loves shorting. Listen, whatever goes up, I always have a motto, comes twice down. All right, everyone, be safe. I'll see you back here at 12 o'clock. Cyber traders, if you're in the room, we'll start commentating unless at 9:30. So let's get ready for the open, and hopefully we can continue the streak, what happened from yesterday. All right, guys? Good luck. Be safe, and we'll see you back at 12.